Continue. Accordingly, the sages of the previous generation stated in Pirkei Avos 2:5, a bashful person will not learn, nor should the short-tempered teach. Okay. Number 40. The two faults lead to the same difficulty. A teacher will explain the subject matter in a manner that which thinks is correct. However, it is not. It will not be grasped by the students. Okay, so the problem is a bashful person, right? What is a bashful person? So the bashful person is embarrassed to ask. So I mean, is embarrassed, very, very embarrassed. So that's so he would or she would come to the wrong conclusion in their mind and live by it, and maybe all of the life they would be wrong. Why? Because they're bashful and they did not ask the question. But today I think it's much easier. So if you want to speak up, so you can write a text message, email, whatever. There are many non-verbal ways of communication. You like, even if you're bashful, so write email, copy and paste, send email, send a text message, WhatsApp message, whatever, and there is no reason why a person should have any doubts or any questions. Okay. So, and the second problem, right? Nor a short-tempered teach. Okay, so if this person is short-tempered and he can work only with I don't know, very smart people, and everybody a little slower than this is very annoying to him. So he should not teach, or teach other people on a different level, higher level. So leave other people alone. Don't display your anger, right? And discourage people from learning. So every time when a teacher displays his anger, he discourages other people from learning. I mean, people would feel stupid, right? That they could not understand. It's the worst thing in the world. Number 40. The two faults lead to the same difficulty. The teacher will explain the subject matter in a manner that which he thinks correct. However, he will not be grasped by the students. So, okay, or he thinks that's the best examples that he gave. Okay, maybe those are best examples, but for him. But for other people, that's not the best example. But links to this bashful person. So if there is no feedback, so everybody is quiet. So he thinks that the way he explained, it's very clear. So I mean, very interesting, right? Or he would get angry. People do not understand. So sometimes what I do, I would explain it totally different. But sometimes there is only one straightforward explanation, and person does not want to accept for whatever reason, right? So, but most of the time you can explain it differently, like embellish the subject and stuff like that. So you don't have to get angry, basically. When there is above apply, 41, the directive that the teacher should patiently repeat the words without displaying anger. So anger is never allowed, as we learn in Hilchot Dios, right? But displaying anger, as Rambam said there, is actually permitted and actually is needed sometimes to show your kids, right, anger that to your family, that you ask them to do some religious things and they did not. They lacking and stuff like that. So because they're lazy, because they forgot, because they did not read it seriously. Yeah, so you're allowed to display anger sometime, same with the students, but not to be angry inside. That's what Rambam explained there. So one more time, when there is above apply, when a student did not understand the subject matter because of the depth, not understand because of the depth of its depth, or because of the limited power of comprehension. So in this, because it's deep or they are not so advanced. They new people. So I mean, you start teaching them all of the difficult concepts. Like for example, in this class we skipped Hilchot the beginning of the book. I mean, because some concept is very very like deep in esoteric and stuff like that. Not because I would say it's not for everybody. It's many times it will be more confusing than productive. So that's one of the reasons we skipped that topic altogether. Okay, but of course you're welcome to read it, and no problem. Okay, so if one more time, if student did not understand because of the depth or because of limited comprehension, okay, so you must explain as many times as needed. However, if it appears to the teacher that they are not applying themselves to the words of the Torah and lacks about them, right, and and therefore do not understand, right, he is obligated to display anger toward them and shame them with the words. So what would be the example? The teacher applying them. So not applying them. I'm sorry. I give you this example. Not about the kids. I don't teach kids, but mostly like adults. Maybe teenagers, yes, but not little kids. Okay. Teenagers, yes. Okay, so one second. So I would say that the adults, right? So this person, he's a computer programmer. He's I have this one former student. So he was working on his PhD. He wanted to be a professor in medical in a nursery. So it's not he was not a doctor, but in a nursery you can be like a professor, and like I don't know, he got all of the licenses. Like I would not call this guy stupid. He has all of the licenses of the nursing, registered nurse practitioner. So I mean, top studies and very intense studies. And now when we come to the Torah, he plays so dumb, so do not understand. So and even you explain, and he would not read. So all of these studies, whatever he needs to do for his job, he would read, and he would be an expert, as I understand. If you almost become professor, maybe by now he is a professor, right? But Judaism, it's like he played dumb, he does not understand, he does not know, he play like stupid. So with this person like that, I mean, up to a certain point, yeah, you would be patient, but after some point, you know, he does not want to do it because of his desires. So it has nothing to do with power of comprehension. Power of comprehension is there. So we're not we're not teaching him some esoteric things, but basically that, for example, one issue that your wife must go to the mikveh, or don't touch her, right, or divorce her, right, whatever comes first, right? So no. So I met him after like 2 years, so we did not see each other and say it. So how's the mikveh? Working with, and he said, yeah, we're still working on it after 2 years later. Yeah, you understand? So some people are not serious, right? Not serious. Okay, so that's one of the person that you would show some anger, right, and tell them the consequences. Okay, so maybe it's going to be to shake him up. But other people, they do not understand. Wife does not understand about the mikveh. So we would explain here and nicely, send all of the videos, all of the material and stuff like that, and invest as much time as needed. There is no problem whatsoever. So she's not ready. She does not understand. She's scared. She's this. She's that. Absolutely, you have to invest time. But this clown and his wife, unfortunately, it's a different story. Okay, so let's see. So if it's their problem, like their limitation, must be very, very patient. If they lacks because they're not applying themselves, right? So you are obligated to display anger. Commentary. In such a situation, further repetition will not help. For the student will not concentrate then either. I mean, the guy is into his desires, right? So maybe here they're talking about kids, but I'm talking about adults. I don't see any difference, right? Okay, different reasons just. This translation is based on Hilchot Dios 2:3, which explains that the person must act in an angry matter, in an angry, probably manner, to cast fear into the hearts of the others. However, he himself should not be angry. Exactly as explained. That's what Rambam said. So show that you're angry, but don't be angry inside, because it is forbidden. It's like you're serving idols. Okay, so he should obligate to display anger toward them and shame them with his words, to sharpen their powers of concentration. Number 44. Since their difficulty stem from their lack of concentration, by forcing the students to apply themselves, the teacher will enable them to learn. Okay. That would help in some cases. In this context, our sages said, where we're in Ksubas 103b, relates that Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi mentioned this concept in his last will and testament. In particular, he advised, this advice was given to his son Rabban Gamliel with regard to the manner in which he should conduct himself as a Nasi. Rambam interprets this lesson as more general in nature and applies it to the relationship between every teacher and student. Right? Very interesting. And cast fear on, so as Sage says, cast fear onto students, 46. Okay. Similar, Shabbos Torah B states that the student must sit in utter dread of the teacher. So he's not, the teacher and student should not be buddies, for sure. Right? I mean, they have to have close relationships, and the student has to trust the teacher and share with him, but not buddies. It must be distance, right? So when it goes to a different level, like they would play sports together, and when you play basketball, that's what I saw. And this student push Rabbi. Of course, Rabbi is older. He cannot run, even he's trying to. He cannot run as fast. He's a little bigger. He's not as quick. And one guy pushed him, and this guy fell. This Rabbi fell. I think he hurt his knees and stuff like that. But that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate behavior. But these people think, no, I'm going to be buddy with them, and they're going to listen to me. Even though Rambam here is saying, no, it's not going to work. Right? You're going to be just another body, just older here than his other teenager friends. That's it. Right? People, some people try to reinvent this relationship between teacher and student and think that their modern way is going to work. Rambam said no.